Hello, welcome back to Live Noding. A while back ago, for November, Simon Thommes actually made this using just a sphere and cycles vector displacement. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I can try making something like this, but as a real mesh using SVerchok. So this is what I came out with so far. And this is probably not the most elegant solution yet, but it's kind of making a shape of creatures, and it's slightly animated as well. So, but I think it's still not 100% because I think the best way to approach this is to think of the whole thing like the head, the tail, and the array in between that can be slightly modified, especially for creatures like this. Oh, by the way, the creature is, of course, the water bear, aka the what's the name of this? Tardigrades? Oh, tardigrade. Yep. So the creature looks like this. It's something that probably exists only in your imagination, or it's actually something that's so small that you can't see it with normal eyes. So that's the creature. But anyway, so it's not completed yet, but the whole nodes is looking like this. It's not 100%. It's not really complicated. So let me show you. I started with something that's rather strange, which is a circle and line. So circle and line, and I'm using bevel a curve. So like I said, it's something strange because you could just really use a cube that's been subdivided properly and then being pulled, and then you can already tell this is just extruded to make the legs and extruded to make the head. But yeah, I can control this creature, so I can actually extend it. You can see the leg is separate from the head, but at some point they kind of joined. So the step, I can control the number of legs from here, but let's just make it 7 for now. With the circle, this is really strange because let's see if this works. So it still kind of works with a number of 12, but yeah, basically I'm lofting circle over the line, so but the circle is basically just being rotated 45 degrees, so it's like from something looking like this, it's rotated to square. And what else do I have here? Oh, I can actually make this wider if I want. So I think that's kind of cute. Right, so what's happening next? So I get another version here that's currently hidden. That's the first time I did it, kind of wrong. But here what happened next is simply just kind of like masking things and extruding it. So I'm just masking the left side of the box and the right side and just pull it and extrude it to make the leg. So let's see if I can show you. Okay, that's definitely, I think that's the head part, and there's extrude based on the mask. So I can extend the head. All right, so I can push it back. I can, oh, if I scale it too much, it's lost there's something that's kind of dependent on the previous data, so can't do too much there. And another extrusion, but based on another masking. So masking, I get this craziness happening here with the vector noise, etc. That's actually just to make the legs motion, I think. Yeah, this line and vector noise, this is like one group that's kind of make this character in motion, I think. Yeah, see. Okay, this is interesting. This is the leg part, because extrude separate face can have this modes, matrix mode. That's where you can actually kind of bend and rotate the leg. You see, it's what we have before. I can push it that way, I can bring it up and down, and then I can rotate it. So I think that's the coolest part of this setup, I think. Yep, now it's looking completely different. Alright, so continue on. This is definitely just the extrusion that makes the leg. The leg part is not yet as pretty as the Simon Thommes does, but it's kind of there if you want to continue and modify the setup. And yeah, that's just another, that's okay, that's a single nail there. And then I have bend object along. Okay, the last node seems to be the bendy one, and it's being bent based on the line and the noise displays. So again, this is just a thing that's kind of moving the creature. So the creature is moving. Let me draw something. Okay, it's the body is moving like that, and the legs also moving in the kind of random fashion with noise. So this is what we end up with. But like I said, this is probably because I'm trying to make everything as a single form, but a better way is to make it modular. So it's more like my centipede setup a while back ago, where the middle part is just like that, and then you have the front part, and then you have the back part, which can be anything. But this middle part is modular and front and back also. So you can actually make all kind of creatures this way. So I had a bit of thinking, maybe I could make some kind of monster, depends how many arms you want to have, as long as it has head and tail or leg. Something to keep in mind. But I still quite like this setup. It's a good study. Masking is still kind of tricky, but let me show you what happened. So the masking I'm using is basically selecting mesh by locations. I'm selecting by the side actually. So this side, which is Y positive, and then this side is Y negative, and then this side, the front side. So that's where I extrude it with the nodes. So this become the mask, and I'm using this, or that's when I join the list masking. Yeah, maybe I can explain that with a simpler example, but I will give you this setup anyway. You can give it a study. It's interesting, and you can actually keep pulling the head, make some kind of creatures. Okay, I have the one that I made earlier. This is like when I still playing around. Oh, it's looking like that. Right, this is the original. So the bendy is not great. It's maybe too much bendy. Yeah, that's probably better, but it's like a creature as well. Slightly strange looking, but the same idea. Start with a box, and then select the left and right side, and then extrude it. And then I'm using this noise to bend the object. So this is the much basic one. If you didn't get the one at the bottom, which is slightly more complex, but yeah, so that's the result. Hopefully you find this useful. Let me know what you think. If you have any question or something to add, you can definitely modify this and make a better version. Yeah. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.